Right guys, so welcome back to part 4. So this is the last part and this is the strengthening part. So we've done all the hard work, we've laid down the foundations, and now we're going to get into the muscles to help combat those kind of rounded in shoulders. Okay, so again, if you have got rounded in shoulders, make sure that you haven't got kyphosis as well. That's quite common. If you have, there is a series on kyphosis. And if you've got a forward head lean, there's another series on that you can follow as well. But just go through each one, correct it fast, and then go on to the next one before you join me on some more sort of like workouts that we're going to do to keep it there as well. Okay, so, and some of these movements as well, if you've got sort of like an area that needs working, we're going to put that into the dynamic warm-ups as well. Okay, so just be mindful of what's tight on your body and something that you could add into your warm-up as well. Okay, that all said and done, we're going to need a mat. We're going to get onto your stomach to start off with. And then for the first one, we're just going to have the hands down by the side. And the palms are going to be facing inwards to start off with. And the shoulders is going to be down, okay? So what we're going to do is just going to bring the scapula down and up. Okay, so we're going to pin those shoulders back, but make sure that the scapula's down and the shoulders are down as well. And then from here, we're just going to raise up slightly. And then we're just going to externally rotate from the shoulder, thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then back down nice and controlled. And then coming back up. So as we're coming up, we're opening up the chest, externally rotating, and then back down. So again, we really want to be feeling the mid back. So we're pinching in, scapula down, scapula back, externally rotating, nice little squeeze and back down. And again, just make sure the spine's in that nice position, so the chin's not up in the air, and we're looking down towards the mat. And relax. So if you find that you're really strong in this kind of movement as well, you can just add a little bit more to it, and you can pause at the top for about 5 seconds and then come back down, and that'll just make it that little bit more intense and a little bit more harder as well. Okay, so we're just going to go into the child's pose just to relax a little bit. So hands out in front of the body, just going to sit the hips back, forehead on the floor, and then try and bring the chest down towards the floor as well. Good, and then relax. Right, so we're going to come onto our stomach for the next one. So feel free to go back and do this one again as well. The next one is going to be the T. So the hands out are going to be out, thumbs are going to be up towards the ceiling. So just move this away. Forehead's going to be on the floor, shoulders are going to be down, engaging the core. And then from here, just want to bring those arms up. So the scapula's down, squeezing the scapula down. We're thinking about keeping the shoulders down, squeeze, and then back down. So we're keeping the forehead on the floor. And again, it's a nice, slow, controlled movement. So we're not rushing it, we're not jerking. Making sure that you really engage in those back muscles. Good, then you're going to leave the hands up and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax, well done. Good work. Right, so again, you can go back and do another set of them if you'd like to. We're going to go through to the next one. So we're going to stick with the T back extensions, but we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to add actually a back extension to it as well, okay? So if you found the first one too hard with the T back extensions, then obviously stay with them. Otherwise, we're going to move on to a slightly harder one. So we're going to bring the chest off the floor. And we're going to go into back extension at the same time as bringing the arms up as well. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate. So again, forehead on the floor to start off with. Arms out, roughly in line with the shoulders. Maybe the hands a little bit lower than the shoulders. Shoulders down, not up by the ears. And then from here, we're just going to come up slightly, lift the chest off the floor, arms off the floor, shoulders down, squeezing the scapula back, squeeze, and then back down nice and controlled, nice and slow. And then again, coming up, chest off the ground, squeeze, shoulder blades down and back, and then again, back down nice and easy, and again. So again, we're nice and controlled. Muscles getting engaged, muscles working, no momentum. Good, and one more. And relax, good, shake it out. Well done. That's tougher than it looks, that one. So again, we're going to come onto our knees, hands out in front of the body, come into that child's pose, just relax for a little bit, forehead on the floor. And relax. Right, so come back onto the stomach. So now we're going to come into the W. So these are slightly harder. So as you could imagine, the hands are roughly in line with the ears, okay? Elbows are down. So we're kind of in that W sort of position with the hands, the arms and the head. And then we're just going to have the forehead on the floor. So we're going to tuck the chin in, keep that spine in that nice neutral position to start off with. And then we're just going to carry on looking at the mat. So we're nice and fixed onto the mat. Shoulders down, scapula down. And then we're just going to lift up, lift the chest off the mat. And then we're going to squeeze the scapula down and then back. And then take it back down nice and controlled. And again, so really focusing on that mid-back, getting that nice little squeeze so the scapula's coming down, shoulders are going back, chest is raising up. And that spine and the chin staying in that nice neutral position. We're looking at the mat, we're nice and tall from the crown of the head. Good, and again, no jerking with this one, so nice and controlled. Let the muscles do the work. That squeeze. And if you want to, you can have a nice little squeeze at the top, pause for 5 seconds, make it a little bit harder, and then come back down. And again, pause, and back down. And nice work. And then back into the child's pose. Good, and then relax. Right, so now we're going to go into the Ys, okay? So Y back extensions. So with this one, again onto our stomach. And as you can imagine, we're going to bring that arms up into that Y position. Thumbs up towards the ceiling. And then from here, you can just lift the arms up and then back down. Or if you want to make it harder, you can come into a back extension and bring the arms up at the same time, okay? So nice and strong, shoulders down, and let's go. Good, and relax, well done. So again, back into that child's pose, just relax now. So again, you can run, if that was not tough enough for you, you can run back through that one. Good, and shake out the arms. Well done guys. So for that one, obviously, do this 3 times a week, the strength one. Make sure you get that in there. Yeah, so feel free to do these at your desk as well, or if you're on a lunch break or a coffee break, tea break, just get that movement back in there. So maybe go through the stretches, maybe some mobility stuff, just to do that on a sort of like a daily basis, maybe 3 times a day as well, getting that in there and making sure that we keep this moving all the time. Again, make sure you have good posture when you're at work as well. We're not slouched over that computer or that desk. Make sure everything's set up nice for you as well. And just be aware of your posture through the day as well, okay? So hopefully you found this interesting. It really works wonders for you, and I will see you in some of the next videos. Take care.